How y'all doing, man? You already know today is Sunday, so you know what that means? It's another episode of Come Walk with the Lions. Come Walk with the Lions is created because kings need to get together. We need to be able to talk and have a discussion. We always talk about everything else at the barbershop, but we need to be talking about stuff that's going to be really good for our life and our minds. So I'm happy to say that the person I got coming to the stage with me today is going to be none other than the first person I ever met off a clubhouse. He's the first individual I ever met. And hopefully today he's ready for this. The Come Walk with the Lines is really good because we're going to have topics that y'all going to want to know about. It's going to be intellectual topics. We're not just talking about anything. We're talking about straight intellectual topics, all 365. So let me go get my brother Jeremy right quick and we'll be ready to go.
Come on, Jeremy. Come on stage, sir. All thing you gotta do is press the add button. You can show up just the same way. There you go. Look at him.
Yo, 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 man, what's
Woo!
going on?
He
Finally
actually,
worked out.
he actually done it. I'm so proud of him. He actually really done it.
Man, this is real life for sure, man. Real life.
And then we got our king. And then we got the port in here right now from the Kings up in there right now, man.
Oh, that's what's
So
up, man.
we got a lot of doing good. Hey, port, you gotta get on this. Come walk with the lines one day. No. Right now, it's only me and Jeremy. It's only two people to come walk the lines. It ain't three, it's just two. Because it makes everything better. So, bro, are you ready, man?
Man, you got me on here. I gotta be ready. I can't run
I
away,
hope I
man.
hope you are. You can't run no more. Like, it's done with running. So, man, we're gonna start off like this, man. Let everybody know who you are if they never heard you on Clubhouse. Hopefully, y'all heard them on Clubhouse before. Let them know who you are, sir.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm Jeremy Franklin. I'm the guy that speaks life today. Never miss a moment to speak life. I'm in love with God. I'm in love with my wife. I'm in love with my children. And I'm excited to just pour in. I'm excited to just get in the business with you in the messiness of life and see what we can create. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go.
Okay, then, man. Let's go ahead with your first question, then, sir.
First question. Now I got to pull it up. First question. Man, Kyle Jacko, what does the word legendary? Actually, that's
That's my question.
that's your
Your
question.
question, Jeremy. Your question.
Let me tell you this. This is my first time on IG Live, so I appreciate the grace. Man, my brother gave me a lot of grace, let me tell you. He gave me a lot of grace. And so I appreciate it. Let's get to the question. My question for you is this. Um, Wait a minute. With all the demands and everything you are building, how do you keep from becoming overwhelmed?
How do
Inquiring
I
minds want to know.
how do I keep from coming overwhelmed? Because I say a lot of times, I look at the past. I look at the past. The past, nobody wanted to hear me speak. To me, I was one of the people that sat in the back and was like, you know what? Everybody else could speak except for him.
Mm,
Everybody else could do anything else except for him. I was that one person that was growing up in Port Arthur, Texas, where I was not the one getting picked for the football and basketball game. I wasn't getting picked for it. So I guess the more I kept on just growing and just changing, like, you know what? I do have a voice. I
mm,
do have something. Let me put some tools with it. Let me put God with it. Let me put the love of people with it. But the first time, let me put God with it first. So once I put
yeah.
God with everything I was doing, it was just like, okay, okay. And I just kept going and going and going. And I got to the point of like, man, I can't fall. I got to keep on progressing, doing everything. Like, I'm going to make this YouTube channel grow. Nobody believes me. I'll make it grow. I'm going to use my voice to be a tool to the people that's in the streets right now because the people that's in the streets, nobody want to talk to them. 4 years ago, I was a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear me talk about nothing except, hey, man,
Mm,
what you got for this? What you got for this? Now, we get speaking engagement now. Now we got people that want
wow.
to put me on podcasts. Now we got people that want to hear me actually speak because one thing about me, I don't let the title go to my head. I keep on moving forward and I keep on just putting all my trust and favor into God. So for me right now, it's been God has been one of my biggest things so I can just make everything keep on going. I pray to him every single night. I don't go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning because I'm always crazy. I'm always trying to do something better for the kings here, for the come walk the lines, the stand-up kings, the motivation to talk. Put 7 days a week. I want us to keep on growing and growing and growing and just moving through different spaces. So, Jeremy, now you got to answer that same question.
Wow. I didn't know this.
Oh yeah, that's why it's always good to watch the videos that Jacko sends you.
I watched the video, man. I watched the video. What do I do to keep from becoming overwhelmed? I really get connected to the breath. You know, to come in and say that I don't get overwhelmed would be a lie, and I'm not in the lying business. I'm
Yes,
into
sir.
telling the truth and living in the reality that I'm in. And so for me, what helps me to keep me from becoming overwhelmed is to really just take a breath. To take a breath and be reminded that life is flowing through me, that life isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. And that as long as I'm breathing, there is something that I have to say. You know, there's a scripture that says, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. So I'm saying so. So I have something to say about my reality instead of just letting life happen to me, instead of just letting the situations and the circumstances be what they are. I have a chance to get connected to the very breath that is inside of me because I didn't give myself this breath. This
Yes,
breath
sir.
came from a holy place. This breath came from a divine place. And now I have something, I have heaven inside of me. And instead of getting overwhelmed, I can use that same voice, that same breath, and speak to my situation, speak to my circumstances, and watch it move, watch it come into alignment with what I say, with what I believe is being revealed.
That was nice. Always, always good like always. It's never gonna change anything. But if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't watched Come Walk the Lines, now we have something called a motivational minute. You have a minute to
Mm.
motivate somebody, Jeremy. Not two, not three, not four, not five. You have 1 minute to motivate somebody. Let y'all know these are not scripted. I don't know what Jeremy gonna say. You don't know what I'm gonna say. But at the same time, you know, I love motivation.
Now, I don't know what I'm going to say, man.
So you ready? You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You go first, man. With the white
Okay.
cap. Go for it. Go for it.
That's how we gonna do it. I need you to envision yourself, no matter what you're doing right now, that you're the only one on the island right now. The island that you're on, you have positivity, you have negativity. You only have two of them, positivity or negativity. I need you to look at everything in your life and look at everything as a blessing. So guess what that means? That negativity side of the island you can't go to. You can only stay with positivity. But I'm gonna tell you, dealing with positivity, struggles will hit you all day long. You're gonna have pain gonna hit you. You're gonna have bills that's gonna hit you. But I need you to keep your eyes focused on winning the race. The race that God has for you is a race just for you that only you can make, not only you can grow with. You have to learn to grow with God. Don't let people take you out of what you're doing. Keep on being passionate. Keep on loving your struggles. I tell people this: love your struggles because your struggles will always make you great. So like I say, you're on the island. It's only you and God on the island. Keep on going this way to the positivity and not the negativity. My name is Kyle Jacko, and this has been a minute with Jacko. Let's go.
Ooh. Come on, man.
You ready?
Yeah. Woo. That's good stuff.
Okay then. You ready, man?
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, timer starts now.
Here we go. What do you see? Life is always happening to you. But are you looking at the problem or are you looking at the solution? What do you see? So many times you can become complacent. You can become settled in your thinking. You can become boxed in the reality that you're in. But let me ask you this question. What do you see? There's a story of this guy by the name of Abraham, and God took Abraham out of this room. And he asked Abraham, Abraham, look up at the sky. Look up. Can you see the stars? Can you, in fact, count them? Because if you can, as you see it, so shall it be yours. Because he was saying, there's nothing that I have. I do not have a son. There's nothing in me that is a result of my faith. And God says, let me show you something. You think you have nothing, but I'm giving you something. I'm giving you worth more than what you can count. What do you see?
I told you. You almost wasn't going to be able to make it.
I almost didn't get it, boy. I almost didn't get it.
I know you have more than that in you. I know you
I
have
did
more
not
than
have
that.
it, boy.
Man, okay. So, Jeremy, my question to you is, what does the word legendary mean to you?
Legendary. That's a great question, man. Legend. When I think of legendary, I think of living courageously. I think of not backing down. I think of really attacking life with a ferocious mentality and not passivity. but to live courageously, that whatever is happening, whatever is coming to me, I can face it. Then I think about exposure, being exposed to greater. Because when you're exposed to greater, you become greater. You're no longer being settled in your thinking. But if you see that you can accomplish something bigger and greater, then you can become it. So I think of living courageously. I think of exposure, and I think of accepting responsibility. So many times kings are just running away, man. They're running away from their responsibilities. They're running away from their families. They're running away from life. And they're hiding in the basement. They're hiding on Xbox, right? They're just playing this reality game and not taking accountability, not accepting responsibility for their reality. And then lastly, I would say legendary for me means determination. When you're determined, there is nothing that can stop you. When you're determined, there is no opinion that matters, because you know within yourself that you will accomplish greater. You will accomplish the very thing that you set out for. And so when I think about legendary, I'm thinking about leading, because you're leading to be an example. You're leading to make a difference, man. And that's when I think about legendary, I think about you, man.
Okay, I appreciate that so much. That was nice. When I think about legendary, I think about like this. I don't want to be nobody else. I don't want to be E.T. I don't want to be Les Brown. I don't want to be nobody except who God created. God created me to be Kyle Rashard Jacko, born October 20th, 1986. When I think about legendary, I think about what God has created. When I think about legendary, I think about the parents that God gave me when it came to my mom and my dad. Even though my dad was not there, but he still created him to be legendary. Without him, they wouldn't have had me. When I think about legendary, I think about this. I'm tired of the same lion mentality. When everybody's going out saying, I'm going to be a lion in the jungle. I'm here to tell you something. I ain't no lion in the jungle. I'm a silverback ape. When I'm a silverback ape, I'm beating on my chest every single day, and I'm hitting on struggles. Struggles hit me every single day. But how you become legendary, when you look at them struggles, and you keep on saying to yourself, you know what, I can beat them up. You know what, child support? Got it. You know what, bills? Got it. You know what, people that ain't believe in me? Got it. You know what, anything that I want to do in life right now, I can make it. I am legendary because I'm God's child. See, like I say every single time on club, I say, say his name, God. I say it just like that because I know what God created. See, a lot of times, we want to be legendary. We want to be like the other icons in the world. I don't want to be no celebrity at all because God created them. So if God created them, guess what he going to do with me? He going to make me stronger than what I was at first. Wow. So legendary to me is God. But legendary also to me is who he created. Kyle Rashard Jacko and Jeremy Franklin. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, you ready for this second motivation minute?
Spitting fire.
Too. If y'all have any questions for me and Jeremy, put it in that little boxes right there with the question mark, and we love to answer y'all questions too. So, Jeremy, it's time to motivate. You want to go first, or you want me to go?
Man, I go for it, man.
You sure you want to go first?
I give it to you. Go for it. Go for it.
Well, you know what? You don't have no hair on your head. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right.
We're gonna let you go first. Okay, go. I'm gonna start your time over because you wasn't even looking. You ready?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. See, it's different dealing with Jeremy when he can just write something down and do something. This right here is a little bit something different, Jeremy. For me, it ain't. It's easy for me. But Jeremy gonna get it. Though I know it is. You ready?
Let's do it. When you think about your birthday, what would you say if I told you that was the greatest day that the world has ever seen? The day that you were born, the day that breath entered into your body, the day that you came to being, the day where we saw that bald head, where we saw those freckles, where we saw those fingers and those toes. What if I told you that was the greatest day that this world has seen? Because when you come to being, when you come to knowing who you are, and when you come to own the day that you came into this world, you will take the ownership, you will take the power, and you will say, I can transform my reality. I have something to say. There is no one like me, although there are 7.5 billion people. There is no one with my fingerprints, no one with my voice imprint. No one can do it just like me. You are worthwhile.
You missed that time limit. But, you know, the good thing about it, I love how you dance. I asked him while you were dancing. So I'm going to start over again. I need you to move to the own beat of your life. See, as you're growing and you're changing in your life, I need you to think of yourself as the drum. I need you to beat on it every single day. Every single day you beat on it. That's the struggle. That's the pain. And you're going to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. You got to move to the own beat of your life. See, with me, I can't tell you how to be great. I can't tell you what you need to do in life. Only thing I can tell you is trust in God and watch what happens. I can't tell you what tomorrow is going to hold for you. Only thing I tell you, when you get up in the morning, pray to God, let him know you're ready for life. I cannot tell you what type of man you will become, what type of king or queen you will become. What I can tell you is if you don't give up, you'll grow greater places in life. What I can't do, I can't tell you one thing. What I will never tell you is you're a failure. You're not a failure. You're a survivor. You will survive more struggles than anybody else because you know why? God is key. Prayer is key. One thing about it, you a king, you a queen, act like it. This is your year to win. This is your year to be great. My name is Kyle Jacko. I
King,
told you,
boy.
man, I do this for fun, man. It's fun doing
Awesome,
this, man.
man. Awesome.
See, I'm even having a sweat. That's how good I'm doing right now. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Your turn, your question.
My question, man. Here we go. Why is it important to you to keep your word?
It's important to me to keep my word because growing up, my dad, he never did keep his word. My dad used to leave me on porches sometimes. And after he left me on porches, he didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my dad to show up. Like, yeah, I'll see like this strong, amazing person, but I remember those times my daddy didn't show up. So I always felt like in life, I told myself as a little kid, once I get older, I'm gonna always show up for anybody. Anybody that needs my help, I'm gonna show up for them. When I was in the streets, I always made sure I showed up for everybody. Now, in the life I'm in right now, 4 years walking with God, I'm showing up the same way. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it because I told you that. See, a lot of times in life, we have court justice. See what court justice do. Court justice, they don't never hold their word. But see, as a king, God made you a king for a reason. And queens too, you got if you're gonna do something, do it to the best of your abilities. Do it because not what they will give you afterwards, but just do it because you said you're gonna do it. Just keep on moving that way because that's the most important thing. You tell somebody, hey, Jeremy, I'm gonna help you move tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, I can't say, Jeremy, I ain't gonna help you move because I told you I was. You depended on me to do it. So that's one thing about looking at life. I go back to my time. My daddy never did show up for me, but my daddy taught me a valuable lesson. I show up for everybody else, and I show up for my kids. And once again, hey, bro, this Come Walk the Lines is only one-on-one. It's not two people, not three people. It's only one-on-one conference. So if you ever want to get on, make sure you email me or you hit me on Instagram and you get on. But one-on-one makes it easy because I gotta get ready to take this line down. I got to. Go ahead, dude. You gotta answer your question, Jeremy.
Well, man,
You
important to
over there
keep your
sweating too,
word.
though. I see you over there sweating too. Go ahead.
Man, this is me getting out of the hot shower, man. I had to
Yeah.
get fresh for you.
Whatever you say.
It's important for me to keep my word because that's who I am. We came from the word. The word spoke a word, and it's important for me to keep my word because if not, how can I be trusted? I've been working with youth, man, for maybe 20 years, about 20 years. And you come into their lives when so many people have walked out. And you hear these stories, man, and you see how they've grown up in their families and you see how they have been treated. And so it's just a privilege to come into their life, to come into their circumstances, to come into their world and walk with them on this journey because they're giving you access to their heart. They're giving you access to their mind. And so for me, when I work with youth, I'm letting them know, man, you have my word because what you say with me stays with me unless, you're hurting yourself or others. But I let them know that I'm a safe space. That's what I want to give. I want to give freedom to people. I want to give freedom so that people have freedom of expression, that they can share anything because they know that as they share their word with me, I'm going to keep it locked in a safe. I'm going to keep it secure and I'm going to bring it to my Father.
Okay. Hey, very amazing. I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all didn't know. When when I had to go to South Carolina, I had to go deliver a load. And Jeremy kept his word. I was getting ready to go down there And like I say, I was hyped up because it was the first person I meeting off a clubhouse. I was like really, really hyped up. So when he said, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna see you at the store. He was like, your store that you're going to is like literally right down the street from my job. I passed by the job going to the store. That brother showed up for me. I thought he was taller than that, but he wasn't. He was like 5 foot even. But I thought he was taller than that, but he kept to his word. He kept to his word. And then when I did, I told Jeremy, I say, bro, whenever I see you, I'm gonna do something for you. We at Starbucks, me and Jeremy.
Yeah,
and we went
man.
there, and he was like, nah, bro. I say, bro, I got you. And I was going through some other stuff. But I was like, bro, I got you. Man, we ended up sat right there for like a few minutes going back. I say, Jeremy, stop it, tolerance rules. So, I told him that. And I was actually able to give him that right there. And we got a coffee together and drunk that. And then we also helped out a little young lady that was up there at Starbucks working. And we kept to our word as our bond. And like, I don't talk to him every single day, but I promise you in a month, we probably talk about 10, 15 times in a month. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my brothers, man. I'm happy to have you as a brother. So I just want to let everybody know that. So, man, you ready for another motivation?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Okay, you want to go first?
Man, why you keep asking if I want to go first? Man,
okay, I'll go first.
You take it, man.
I want you to envision this in your life. Think about if you have kids or you don't have kids. Kids always want that one special toy. That one special toy they want, no matter what they do, they will try to take care of that toy. But as they try to take care of the toy, years will pass. As years pass, eventually the toy wheels might come off, some other stuff might break. But the kids always remember when they got that toy. Guess what? That's what you are to God. God always remember what he created inside you. See, he didn't create me like Jeremy. He didn't create Jeremy like myself. But God knew what he had put in me, and he knew what he put in Jeremy. But see, that toy is an everlasting toy. That's why we get older and it will still go. But guess what? God will still love you the same way. Even when we look at our life and we go outside of what we was doing, and we doing stuff that we know that's not for God, God's still going to pull you back. There had times when I was selling drugs, I thought God forgot all about me completely, and he didn't. He kept on loving me. He kept on loving who I am. Keep on being great with God because God loves you. Jacko.
Smooth, man. Smooth.
I almost got caught a little bit because I look at the time. I was like, oh, okay.
Let me speed this bad boy up. Let me speed this up. Smooth,
okay,
man. Smooth. Yeah, man.
Okay, you ready? I want to know you're ready before I start the timer.
All right, give it to me. What is in your hand? When I was 4 years old, I started playing the piano. I listened by ear first, and then my aunt was saying, no, man, we got to put him through school. We got to put him through music lessons. And so I took 16 years of piano lessons, playing classical music, playing gospel music, even rock and roll and blues and jazz. And I realized something, that in my hands, I can create. In my hands, I can ease my mind. I can speak through my emotions. I can let my emotions dance through my fingers. Whatever it is, discover what is in you. Discover what is in your hand, because in your hand, it is going to be a gift unto yourself. See, your gift is going to make room for you, but also your gift is going to make room in you, because what is in you is destined to come out. We are destined to see it.
Jeremy really didn't win that. But we're gonna get that to you though. You did stop, but I know you had way more to say. I know Mama Rain gonna see this. Mama Rain gonna be like, oh, man, can't believe this.
And keep me on this time limit, man.
And we got the beautiful Steph in there. Steph, thanks for being there right now.
Steph, what's up?
Hey, she done a real good job yesterday. Hey, Steph, if you have any questions, remember, put in the question box because we're running through these questions right now. So, Jeremy, your next question is this right here. How does fatherhood make you a better king?
Woo! Fatherhood make me a better king, man. Man. When you're a king, man, you have to care for something. And I get an opportunity, man, to just care for my princesses, man. Yesterday, man, I talked to you yesterday. It was National Daughters Day, man. And it was just so good, man, to see you with your ladies. And I said, wow, what about that? We are sitting here talking as kings now about fatherhood. And it's a blessing, man, that God can trust you. As crazy as this world is, God can trust you to raise queens. God can trust you to raise a family. And being a father, I want to show them the difference of having a father. I want to be the one. Someone said that a father, when you have a father in your life, that is the first man that you fall in love with. I want to be the first one that they fall in love with. I want to be the one that prays with them at night. I want to be the one that puts them on their day. I want to be that dude. I want to be that guy. And fatherhood has made me a better king because it gets my eyes off me. It gets my eyes onto someone else, because that is an extension of who I am. And being a fatherhood man, or being a father, is just amazing, man. I can go on and on, man. So many stories, man. I'm learning patience as a king, man. I'm learning to hold my tongue, man. I'm learning to pray and to be quiet and to just embrace and to nurture. I'm learning a lot. Fatherhood is teaching me what a book cannot. And I'm grateful for my two little lessons.
Okay, like you said, extensions. Like, I got extensions on mine. I got like 6 of them.
Yeah,
So
dude.
what I learned from fatherhood to make me a better king is that each child is different in their own different way, and they have amazing talents that you got to tap into.
Mm.
Like with Amir, I never did know that Amir wanted to edit videos. I never did know Madison when it comes to the girls, when it comes to fashion, and then stuff like that. So how it made me a better king was, it made me a better king because my dad wasn't there, but I got the opportunity now to raise these little princesses and these 2 princes to make them something major, major, major in life. So as I'm getting ready to see them grow, I'm seeing Amir going to middle school this year, and then Madison's about to turn 9 years old. Taylor just turned 7, and Olivia turned 7, and then DJ, he's 4, he's about to turn 5. It's just like, wow, God have gave me something that I can do to inspire the mind of my kids.
Wow.
God has gave me something that he gave me, and he's telling me, I'm going to give it to you. And I need you to carry them for the rest of their life. I'm going to walk with you also, but I'm going to walk with you with these kids.
Wow.
And he gave me 6 of them. So a lot of people be like, oh my God, there's a lot of kids. I look at it like, it's not. It's just God gave me more to love. He gave me 4 little girls and 2 little boys. So guess what? We got a whole lot of cheerleaders, and we have a motivational speaker and a football player. Or we
Awesome.
have 2 motivational speakers. But regardless, it's like, my little girls didn't give me so many little girls. It's like, I learned how to do hair. I've been doing the hair when they were small, putting it in ponytails and everything like that. And Madison was the first one that showed me that with Taylor, I had to do the same thing, going there to get our nails done. We sitting in the chair together, something that I would never do.
That's
but
it.
with them, hygiene was good. So I took them to go get their nails done, their feet done, and now I took my little boy to go get his feet done. And it's like, that's something that I normally would not do, but it feels so good doing it right now. And it feels so good that the older they get, they're telling people at their school, my dad is one of the biggest motivational speakers. I'll be like, yeah, they all got their own little shirts and everything. So that's what fatherhood taught me about being a better king, just knowing how to calm it down, when to get, and when to just be like, all right, come on, boo-boo, come on, I got you. Because I can't talk to the girls the same way I talk to my little boys. I'll be like, come here, man, right now. The girls, come here, Taylor, come here, Madison. And if she come, you raise her voice, she start crying. So I'll be like,
man.
Come on, give me a hug, I got you. Don't worry about it. And Amir be looking like, I'm like, bro, go sit down. But yes, man.
I told my girls, man, I said, I can't, I said, y'all don't want me to do y'all hair because I'm going to make y'all look like me. So I send them straight to their mama, man.
Man, we certainly don't want that for the little girls. We do not want that at all.
No, sir.
Why they got so many people in push? Because see, I'm gonna get pushed to do their hair when we start going places and stuff. Go to Stephanie, go to Mama Lorraine, go past Lucina, go to probably
all these folks, man.
All these folks, man. Okay, so Jeremy, it's time for another motivational minute. I guess I'll go again because you scared to go first. I got you.
You gonna put me out like that?
It's all right though. Let's go.
Man, I can't take that, man. Come on.
It's time for another one. I'm gonna tell you something like this. Think about Muhammad Ali, y'all. Muhammad Ali believed he was the greatest when nobody else did. But he kept on speaking into existence. Why are you not doing it to your life? Why are you telling yourself every single day, I'm going to own my own business? Why are you telling yourself every single day, I'm going to beat the struggles? Why are you telling yourself every single day, I'm going to win if nobody else believes in me? Because you know why? With that no support team, see that word, no support team, is scary. It shouldn't scare you at all. When I got ready to start, when I was starting, Not a lot of people believed in me at all. Motivational speaker, boy, you was a dope boy. Anybody trying to hear that? But I kept on going. I kept on living my life. I kept on telling myself I'm gonna be something way better than what I was at first. My mama didn't believe me. My dad didn't believe me. Nobody believed in Kyle Jacko, but guess who did believe in Kyle Jacko? God. And guess who really did believe in Kyle Jacko? Myself. That's why YouTube channel name Kyle Jacko. Let's go. 5, 4, 3,
Oh, not the
2,
countdown.
Jacko.
Oh, not the
Yeah.
countdown. Oh man, you did the countdown. Oh man.
You ready, man?
Yeah, man.
Don't let Jeremy fool y'all, man. Jeremy got this. He fooling y'all right now. You ready, Jeremy?
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Man, you said something so amazing. Don't be limited by other people's opinion of you because they cannot walk in your shoes. They have never been where you've walked. And guess what? They can never go where you're going because when people talk small, they are simply small-minded. They are simply small individuals who have not seen the giant within themselves because now they're relating to their situation. They're relating to you as someone small because guess what? They're seeing you through their own perspective. They're seeing you through their experiences and their own journey. Don't be limited by other people's opinion because guess what? It is none of your business anyway. Let them talk. Let the haters hate. Let them do what they want to do because guess what? You were created for greater. You are moving in a mighty way. Your mind is limitless and there is limitless impossibility.
Nice.
Done.
Nice. I loved it. You don't gotta sweat so much though. It's okay, man. It's cool. This brotherly love right
That's
here.
the
Cool.
halo. I can't. I don't have 6 feet of hair, man, to cover it up, man. I can't rock the locks like you, man.
Halo of sweat. That's what it is. What's up, Puddin'? I see my sister Puddin'. Hey, Puddin', you got a question for us, Puddin'? I would love for you answers in that question box. Matter of fact,
Give us questions. Give us some questions, y'all.
Hey,
Give us some
Puddin',
questions.
when I say strong woman, all day long. That's my partner all day. So I talk about Puddin', I can say my partner, you know, so I got to take out the motivation speaker hat to put it. You know what I'm saying? Got to. And you said say 1021. That's just not an actual, just any type of day. That's a birthday.
Yeah.
You know, 1020 is Jacko. But we ain't going to get it all that. So, Jeremy, go on with your next question, sir.
My next question, let me find it. My next question is this.
That's your last question, right?
Yeah, man. Expound on this word, identity.
Identity. Port Arthur, Texas. Born to Deborah K. Jacko. Born to Wilfred Provost. Grandmother, Catherine Elizabeth Jacko. Auntie Terry Jacko, Carol Jacko. And now we have Kyle Jacko. Identity. Amir Jacko, Madison Jacko, Nalani Jacko, Taylor Jacko. So many kids. Olivia Jacko, then it has DJ Jacko. It's all these Jacko kids building up once to make the identity of Jacko. You see how then like the parents, the
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You
went to the whole genealogy, man. You just
there you go. I mean, that's the identity. That's the identity. But to let y'all know, Jacko is the identity. And guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of y'all have identity crisis and y'all need to find out who y'all are. I know who I am. I'm a king and my name is Kyle Rashard Jacko. Let's go. I know you gotta think a little bit. You got it though, John. Go ahead.
Oh man, we ready to go, man. Identity, man. When I think of identity,
go through your whole parents.
Woo, no, man. We got some time. That's a whole nother convo, man. When we talk about family, I was born and raised, man, with the greatest parents, man. Greatest father, greatest mother. I got another dad, and man, just amazing. I wasn't afraid to be raised by the village. There's something special about the village. And if you've had an opportunity to be blessed by it, to grow up in it, you understand what I'm saying. And man, I would do something wrong at school. Man, I have about 4, 5 butt whoopings before I even get to the house. And then I'm getting to business because the village saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. when you have people who are around you and people who have watched you grow up, they say, wow, that guy's going places. There's this guy, and he said this to me every day after church service. He would say, Jeremy, I'm dependent on you. And I said, why does man keep on saying this? Why does he keep on saying this? And he said it again and again and again, to the point, he said this years after years, to the point now, not now, but then I was in college and I had a breakdown. And I kid you not, I heard his voice. And his voice said, Jeremy, I'm depending on you. And so at a moment, man, when I forgot who I was, when I forgot the village that raised me, when I forgot where I was headed and where destiny was calling me, his voice spoke, and I was able to come to myself and say, wow, I'm becoming, I'm back. And so, man, that's what I think about identity.
Okay, cool. Are you ready for another motivational minute, Jeremy?
Let's do it.
Okay, now we got to put you on the spot again. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I got this one, though. I'm about to take y'all back in the childhood. Just like, Apostle Simmons did. I need y'all to think about something. We all know Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder, no matter what happened in Bob the Builder's life, Bob the Builder kept on working on everything he had to work on, no matter what. It goes back to tribe too. See, I can be as strong as I want to be, but I need tools to do what I have to do. I'm going to need something from Puddin'. I'm going to need something from Stephanie. I'm going to need something from Jeremy. But one thing about it is I'm going to keep on building. I need all y'all to be Bob the Builder. I need all y'all to just keep on going out there and build what it is. People will not believe in everything that you're building, but I need you to keep on believing into it. I know y'all think like, why do you want to use Bob the Builder? I use Bob the Builder because of the show we always know. He always kept on doing it. He said, can we fix it? Yes, we can. And that's what I need you to say every single day. You need to fix it because God is giving you something right now that is something for you to fix. Just because he's struggling right now, it's right in front of you, you can fix it. But it takes for you to have the right tribe around you to be great. My name is Kyle Jackson. Like I say every single time, say his name, God, and it's time.
Smooth, man. Woo. Ain't touch it, man.
You got it, man. Come on, let's stop playing. You ready?
Man, you are the greatest motivational speaker.
And you are the best when it comes to just talking to people and uplifting them the same way I do. That's why I said this right here is fun to me. But I gotta stop talking because you're trying to run away from it right now. So you ready?
Let's do it.
I'm trying to look. Put you see you trying to tell me how good I am, so we gotta take the motivation talk. No, you still gotta do it.
Wake me up inside. So many people have gone to sleep on their dreams, on their destiny. They have gone to sleep on the reality of that life is here in the here and now. Let me tell you something. Wake up. Wake up to your journey. Don't sleep on your dreams. Don't sleep on the solutions that have been placed inside of you for others. You are a problem solver. You are someone that has the answer to years and years of problems. Don't be sidetracked, but live, breathe, become awake inside to the reality that is in you. God is moving in you. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on the work that is before you. Don't sleep on the work that you have yet to do. Get up and wake up.
That was smooth. That was real smooth. Real smooth. I love it. I really love it. And I see we got everybody up in there. If y'all got any questions, hey, I'm down to my last question. We got 2 questions in the question box.
Come on, y'all. Hit us up.
Questions? Let us know. Okay. So, Jeremy, here go your question. How can kings uplift the youth? I know it's going to be good for you because, you work with the youth.
Yeah, man. Good question, man. How can kings uplift the youth? Be present, man. Show up. Show up to where these youth are. Don't just give them the boot. Don't just say, well, they're not going to amount to anything. Be present. I mentioned this earlier that when the world walks out, that's when you walk in. How can you uplift the youth? Be with them. Get in their dreams. Go with them on their journey. because they're saying, you know what, I don't even have a blueprint. I don't even have a way to get through life. Where do I go to? Who can I speak to? Who can I trust to get me through this area in my life? Who can I follow? Who can show me the right example? And they're asking all these questions, man. And I would say, you know what? How you uplift someone, you show up and you let them know. You give them a peek inside your story. You give them a peek inside your history, inside your genealogy. You give them a peek into who you are. And as they see themselves, they will have permission to become who they have been designed to be. Show up. And when you lift them, you yourself will be lifted. Don't turn your back on them. Don't turn your back on them. Uplift them.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's cool. And just let everybody know the motivation talk. I got a different thing for y'all. See, this motivation a minute for the kings. I got some stuff to come for y'all real soon, so don't even worry about it. You know my mind thinks all the time. Okay, how can you uplift the youth? I tell people all the time, the way you uplift the youth is you speak to them. You have to really speak to these people from the youth because you might be the only thing they see as good in their life. They got so many times that you don't never know what their background might be. They mom and they dad might have told them they wasn't gonna never be nothing in life ever. And by you just saying, hey, study your books more, keep on reading, keep on doing what you're doing, it's gonna be okay. Stop following the crowd. But also at the same time too, you have to be able to talk to the youth. You gotta let them know what you've been through. Stop telling the youth at the end of the day you've been saved since you were 2 years old. Well, you know you haven't. Come on, let's stop doing that. Like you haven't been saved that long. But let's go in and tell them what we did. Like when I speak to youth, I tell them. I used to sell drugs. Hey, Jack, did you like it? It was cool. I ended up getting kids and getting shot in the leg. Like, you got to tell them everything. You can't just tell them about the money.
There you
got to tell
go.
them everything. So I tell them, like, when I got shot in the leg, I wasn't supposed to be able to walk right now. But God, I was able to walk. I was in the car got shot up. I didn't get no bullets at all. But God. So as I tell them what I've been through, I always tell them that don't let what's happening on social media make you seem something funny. I told them, I said, guess what? When I got shot in my leg, ain't nobody came up with no confetti, no party balloon. It burnt. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So like I tell people a lot of times, you got to walk it like you're talking. And I'm so much of that because these little kings and queens growing up right now, you can't come to them with a Bible verse all day long and say, here, take this, go to church. You got to be able to speak to them. I ain't saying get on their level. They smoke weed, you smoke weed too, and with them too. No. What I'm saying is you tell them and you show them what they're doing wrong, what they can do right in their life. But it takes you to speak to them. Stop cursing them out. Stop walking away from them. Stop telling them they dumb. Sit right there and actually listen to them. When you listen to them, guess what? They don't got to go talk to the streets.
Awesome, man. Don't tell them everything.
Another one, Jeremy. Yeah,
don't tell them everything.
If you're gonna tell them something, I just tell people like this. You do want to tell them everything. You got to make sure it's some stuff you need to put in certain type of ways. Like when I tell people about, I used to chase women and this, that, and the other like that. I say, hey man, I got kids. I got a lot of kids now. I chased all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they got something called child support.
Yeah, they do.
It really hurts your bank account. I show my little boy my check. I show it to him. He's like, yeah, Dad, I think I'll pass out on that. I'm good.
Oh, man.
Well for me. But German is down to the last motivational minute before we get to
last
these questions.
Motivation. People asking questions?
Yep, I got 3 of them right now. I got to go after it.
Ooh,
but I got something special for my motivational minute. Got something special.
What you got?
Jeremy Franklin. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about a man that hits life every single time when it comes to his voice. He speaks life into everybody because you know why? God has given him a tool to speak every single day. When I think about the name Jeremy Franklin, I think about that husband that's always right there for his wife. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about them 2 little girls that he always makes sure they're going to have everything in life. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about him always helping the youth out because he loves the youth. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, the first thing comes to my mind is God. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about this. That is my brother. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about Jeremy Franklin as when I get on Clubhouse and I hear this man speak, Jeremy, I need you to give us a prayer. When I think about the name Jeremy Franklin, I think about Franklin and the little turtle too at the same time. When I think about Jeremy Franklin, I think about as him being my brother, I ain't gonna never let him down because I know he's my battle buddy. I know as long as we keep on moving closer and closer to God in life, we're gonna be good. My name is Kyle Jacko, Jeremy Franklin.
Jeez, man.
You ready?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. You breaking me down, bro. Breaking
I'm
me
gonna do it
down.
again
No,
for
no,
you.
keep it. No, keep it. No. Keep it moving.
Nah, nah, we good. I know, right? So go ahead, go.
Man. Ooh. I don't even really need a whole minute. My daughter was afraid of shadows, and I would have to convince her that they were not there. And I showed her that there was something greater and that she could manipulate the objects in the darkness to the point where she overcame the fear of shadows. When I think about my brother Kyle, I think about someone who has no fear, someone who has gone through the shadow and has come out lit up, set ablaze. Kyle Jacko, never afraid, never to back down, never to leave anybody out. This is the man that is my brother.
All right, man, we got that. Salute to
Woo!
you, sir. I really do appreciate that. Really, really do. Even though you took the time off the clock, I'm gonna let you pass, but you took the time getting there. You think you slick? You ain't that slick though. Let's see these questions though.
What they got
Okay,
to say?
before we go to the questions, Jeremy, let them know who you are again, sir.
Man, I'm Jeremy Franklin. I speak life today, speaking so that wherever you are, things can come together. I am the guy who is in love with Jesus, who is in love with my wife, who is in love with my family. If there's anything that I can say to uplift, let me uplift you. Let me speak life so that you can live a limitless future, so that you can step into your dreams. Let me speak. Let my voice activate what is in you, and let's wake up and come alive.
Okay then. Okay, our first question is from the real Dale. Mr. Franklin, what keeps you motivated?
Woo! What keeps me motivated? Man, I'm motivated. Well, right now I'm motivated by Kyle Jacko right here. When I see his voice, when I see him just move, and I see his rhythm, and I see what he's about, and I see his integrity, and I hear his heart. Man, seeing good people like that really keeps me motivated, because I know that I'm not alone in this fight called life. I know that I'm not alone in this battle of the mind, this battle of the flesh, just this battle of just living. And so finding like-minded people, especially Cal, man. There's a scripture that says iron sharpens iron, and a man sharpens another. I'm made the better, and I'm motivated. He is sharpening me, and I hope I him, because this is what keeps me motivated. I love a good challenge. I love a good battle, and I love loving life. That's a great question. Thank you.
Okay, love that, man. So your next question, this question comes from Stephanie. Who was the first person on earth who inspired you to do what you do? How did you respond?
Mm,
And I think I can go with that one first. When it comes to adulthood, you already know Jeremy, Dr. Curran B. Lee, and how he inspired me because he never gave up on me. He saw who I was. He never just like, you know what, he looks like this, kick him out the church. He looked at me and was like, no, come on in. You
mm,
can speak to the people because when they come through the doors, they gonna see you. They gonna see all of you. They gonna see all the gold. They gonna see the law. They gonna see everything. They gonna see you. So Pastor Pastor Dr. Karen B. Lee is one of the people, one of the people in my life that I look at Dr. Karen B. Lee like an actual father because he is not only my spiritual father, but I know God
mm,
sent him to me, and he's not just for me, he's for everybody, and he still speaks to me, encourages me. When I see him doing video, like when we ain't open up right now, when I see him doing that, and I just see it was nobody in church, and Pastor we didn't even miss a beat. He was like, "Yeah, everybody, all of us, y'all can sit down right now. Y'all can refrain from." Nobody was in church. Nobody was. He
wow.
was by himself. And that to me is a king that is not going to let COVID stop him. He's a strong man when it comes to his
Mm,
wife, when it comes to his kids, when it comes to them developing young kings and young queens, and we always doing something for the community. Like we give our food on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of churches don't be doing that. We've been doing it ever since before COVID hit. We've been doing it. So and then we just gave out something last Sunday to the elders. We had to
Wow.
be over 60 to get the food. So he's showing the community that we're not looking out just for anybody that's going to do something. We're looking out for the elders too. And his mama's still alive too, and he still takes real good care of his mom, his brother,
Mm.
and everything. So that's a king that I look up to, and I just be like, yes, king, take out my hat for
That's
that
it.
king. Got
That's
to.
it. That's it.
So, Jeremy, I'm going to post question to you again. Who was the first person on earth who inspired you to do what you do, and how did you respond?
Once again, that's a great question. And when I think about that question, I automatically think about my grandfather, Jacob A. Norman Sr. And when I would spend the night with my grandparents, I would wake up early in the morning and I would peek through the door and I would see this man sitting in this gray chair and he was praying and I could hear him. Then he would get up and he would go to 4 or 5 different jobs and come back, take a nap, go back out, work, come back, take a nap, and still pray, still be present for his 10 children. When when I was about probably 6 years old, he would take me to the Bryan Center. He would take me to these assistant living facilities, and we would visit. I promise you, man, every person there. He would pray. As I was 6 or 7 years old, he would say, all right, Peanut." He would call me Peanut. "All right, Peanut, put your hands on her shoulder, put your hands on grab his arm, and let's pray." And he would visit everyone in the hospital. Then we'll go to the other hospital and visit. And then after that, we will go to some of the widows who couldn't go out for themselves, and we would get their grocery list, and we would go right down the street and we would get groceries for Miss Picola, Miss Wendy, and we'll get all their groceries and bring them to them and ask if they needed anything else. Man, those things right there really inspired me. And those things were really ingrained in me. When my grandfather would see a group of guys, he would have these cards in his car, right? And he would have these Bible verses. And he would give these Bible verses out. My grandfather was not only a deacon, he was an evangelist, man. He was a preacher. He was God's man. And man, that just inspired me so much. I'm still living into his prayers. I'm still living out the prayers he prayed. I'm still living out the last words that he spoke to me before he died. I'm still living out his voice, and I can hear his voice, and I can hear and I can see his example before me, man. That was the guy, man, that really inspired me. And so I'm living just to honor him. But I'm living to carry that and pass that knowledge on to others.
Okay, and we gotta do something for the queens, cause we both said two of the kings that's in our life, so we're gonna do something for the queens too. When it comes for the queens, Catherine Elizabeth Jacko, my grandmother. I remember, and this was from a little kid. From a little kid, my grandmother always told me when he finds his voice, you think he talk a lot. Now, when he finds his voice, he's gonna inspire a
Hmm.
nation. He's gonna inspire so many people. Everybody tell me
Hmm.
just be quiet. My grandma be like, you gotta find it first. And she always kept on telling me, just keep on speaking, keep on saying good morning. But she instilled in me too how to become the king I need to be. I remember going into HEB, and it's a store in Florida, Texas. And I went to the store. As soon as I went to the store, I went in, and as soon as I went in, I walked in front of her. She grabbed me by my collar, yanked me right back out the store. She was like, "Don't you ever go into the store without opening the door for a woman." And to this day, I might have been 35 years old, October the 20th. I open the door for women all the time, elderly people all the time. My grandmother, she always was an entrepreneur. She owned her own business. She had her own clubs and everything else like that. And my grandma always taught me that no matter what, you keep on building. When they cut off, look, when they cut off your lights, you keep on building. You keep on going. You keep on doing everything because you can't get stopped. My grandmother taught me so much how to be a strong king because I saw my grandmother just never give up. My grandmother
Mm.
had these kids, and she just kept on going through the thing. My grandfather, my step grandfather, my grandfather too, they both was right there. But my grandmother, when we talk about like a panther, we talking about like Godzilla, T Rex, King
Man,
Showing.
bro.
Like that's my grandmother all day. That's why I put her name on my hands because she always had her own business. She helped out the homeless. She fed people. She clothed people. Like she was like the matriarch of Port Arthur, Texas. Like
Right.
even when I graduated, I was at high school. We had my graduation party in her club, not in nobody else's club, in her club, and it was called Kitty's Club. Like bro, like my grandmother was a real entrepreneur. So what about your life, Jeremy?
Mm. I'm gonna have to echo you, man. When I think about my grandmother, um, and I hate to go it like this, but I was one of the last people that she spoke to before she transitioned
Same,
on to
same,
glory,
same here. Same here.
and I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that, and I was battling something really heavy, man. I threw my hands up, and I was just gonna walk away from it all. I'm talking about the church. And the church can be cruel sometimes, but I'm thankful that God brings healing. And she said something to me, and she said, Jeremy, don't let anyone run you away from the church. She looked dead at me, like her eyes just laser focused in my soul, man. And she said, don't let anyone run you away from the church. I know she was talking about church, the building, but what I heard in that was don't let anyone run you away from God. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone get you sidetracked, because if God has given you a vision, you will see it come to pass. If God has given you something to say to the world that will set the world ablaze and turn the world upside down, say that. Be that. Don't let anyone run you away from the church. And when she said that, man, it just lit me up, man. And I knew that she spoke that directly from heaven to me. And so I just admire that woman. I admire Miss Rachel Evelyn Norman. I admire that woman so much. And that's that's why, man, people don't stop speaking to people, because my
Facts.
Jesus, you never know that what here we could change the course of their life. You never know that your voice could be an anchor in their soul, on their ship, when they're wanting to flee, when they're wanting to go out and get lost and wander. Your voice can be an anchor, and it can cause someone to turn around. It can cause someone to surrender to the truth of the moment instead of being scared and running away. Don't discount your voice. Don't discount the words that are coming through your mouth, because I guarantee you that someone needs to hear it. Someone needs to be inspired by it. Someone needs to find an upliftment in their journey. And my grandmother just uplifted me in that. And so, man, goodness, bro.
I loved it. Loved it, man. We have another question. Our next question. As a king, what are the top three virtues you live by?
Hmm.
My three has to be God. That's one that I live by. I trust in God. The second one has to be people. And the third one has to be power. God, people, power.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. God, people, power. Man, when I think about virtues, for me, and that's a great question, I think about integrity. Integrity is not just keeping your word, but it's also just everything about you. Is coming into an alignment. Is coming into an alignment with your emotions. Coming into an alignment with the prophecy that is over your life. It is coming into an alignment with what you are about. And so, integrity for me is high on the list, man. And another virtue for me is discovery. I told earlier about being stuck and being settled. And when I think about discovery, I think about an exploration. I think about an adventure. And I think about excavating a treasure that is deep in the earth. And it shows me that I don't have to settle for what I have. I can discover uh, what else is out there. I can discover what is inside of me. My goodness, I can discover the best that life has to offer. And if I don't see it, guess what? I can make sure that it's in the earth. I can make sure that I give it. So integrity, discovery, and last for me is compassion. There was a theologian that said, "What do I love when I love my God? What do I hate? Do I hate what God hates? And do I love what God loves? What do I love when I love my God?" And man, for me, I live by a radical love ethic. I love my enemies. I love my enemies. I love them. I pray for them. I pray for their destiny. I pray for that God would be gracious to them. I pray that God would encamp about them, that God would surround them with his goodness. I love my enemies. And that's how I do the litmus test. Do I really love? Is my love greater than just what is in my circle? Can I love beyond my comfort zone? Can I love those who despitefully use me? Can I love those who are in my face against me? Can I love those who speak all matter of evil against me? Can I love those who are digging a hole for me? And I can say, man, I live with a radical love ethic.
My three.
Integrity, discovery,
Oh, go ahead.
compassion.
God is because, like I say, these four years, it's been just straight with God. Because people, they're a little bit crazy. So when I say God is like, that's the king of my whole entire life, all the way through. The second one I say people, because people are hurt. But even though they are hurt, I still gotta pray with them. I gotta go to God to tell them what they're gonna be okay. Third one has to be power. It has to be powerful because I can't have a quiet little voice. I gotta be loud because God created me like that. God didn't create me. How y'all doing today? Today we're gonna read Psalms 23 or Psalms 105. It's not gonna work. Today we're gonna go out there. We're gonna make our dreams come true. We're gonna win every single day. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna keep on doing it like that. So that's my three right there. See, with Jeremy, see, don't think of me and Jeremy. See, Jeremy, I gotta keep on just going and going. Where's that? Good to go. We good. Good. Go ahead and eat the popcorn. Be straight. But Jeremy, I want to tell everybody, this has been amazing. Come Walk with the Lions. Hope y'all really enjoyed it. I'm about to say this prayer right quick, and after I say this prayer, we're gonna end the video because Jeremy has to go back to being a dad because the kids got to go to school tomorrow. So
Yes,
y'all know if
sir.
y'all want to see him, y'all can see him on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Big speaker, big speaker. So, about to do this prayer right quick. We're gonna be good to go. Make sure y'all join us every Sunday for Come Walk the Line because you never know who's gonna be on there. But this right here has been so fun having you on it today, Jeremy.
Kyle, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for this opportunity, man, to just walk with you, man, and to journey with you and to just be your brother. It is truly a privilege and it is an honor of my life.
Truly is the same way, man. Like I say, you my brother. If you didn't want to have any more, bro, you got me. I'm the gift you can't give back at all. You can't give me back.
That's
Let's
right.
go to God in this prayer, man. We're gonna close it out, man.
Let's go.
God, I want to say thank you for everybody that came in here today. But God, I want to say thank you for the brotherhood with me and Jeremy. God, thank you for letting us be inside your kingdom. The way Jeremy is, the way I am, and it's just like we just strong right now. We iron sharpening iron. Guys, we keep on just going and just embracing the world with positivity and growth and love. God, just keep on pouring into our families, keep on pouring into our friends, keep on pouring into everybody. Matter of fact, God, pour into our enemies too, and pour into the struggles, pour into the pain. Because I know one thing about everything we go through, God is going to just make a stronger testimony for us to give the world. Amen.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen.
But man, I hope y'all really enjoyed this right now. I'm about to make it IGTV and look out real soon because we're gonna put this on YouTube too. So if you can't, I shoot these every weekend. So you can't get them on right now. Trust me, we coming back again. Make sure you share these videos to your mama, to your daddy, to your friend, and everybody. Let them know Jacko and Franklin was on here today, and man, we done amazing. So my name is Kyle Jacko. I'm out this thing. Jeremy, what you got to tell the people?
Man, live life, speak life and not death. Because in the speaking, you're going to see a flourishing beyond your imagination. Speak life today.
Okay, y'all heard Big Jeremy say it. So man, I'm gone. Let's go, Jeremy, man. We'll call me later on when you get free, bro.
I got you, man. I got you. I'll hit
All
you
right.
up.
Salute to
All
all y'all.
right.
Y'all have a
Peace.
blessed night.
Thank y'all so much. All right.
All right.